What's good, people? Um, Another day, another movie review. If you saw my review for The Cruise, which is on YouTube, check that out. That you knew that this review was coming. Olympus Has Fallen. Uh, it's a new R-rated action movie, which you know what I'm saying, something that moviegoers like desperately needed. You know what I mean? It's directed by Antoine Fuqua. If you're familiar with his stuff, and you know he's done Training Day, Shooter, Brooklyn's Finest. Um, there's one or two movie. Bait with Jamie Foxx. That's an underrated action movie in my opinion. Um, it stars Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, Dylan McDermott, Rick Yoon, Morgan Freeman, Angela Bassett. It's got a solid cast. Cole Hauser, which if you've seen the previews, you know he gets to utter the line. You know what I'm saying? Olympus has fallen, which means the White House is under attack. So with that being said, man, it starts off with you know what I'm saying, a Christmas vacation of sorts maybe, and Gerard Butler's character, he's Secret Service. You know what I'm saying? He's like the president's homeboy. Aaron Eckhart plays the president. Ashley Judd is the first lady. Um, and there's an accident, and you know what I'm saying? It can't be. You know what I'm saying? Like all parties involved can't be rescued. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to give too much away, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? You could probably figure it out. And Gerard Butler is removed from his detail, and he's working another job. It jumps forward in time, and there's a meeting with you know what I'm saying, one of the Korean bigwigs, you know what I'm saying, one of the leaders of I think North Korea, and just after that, man, just fucking all hell breaks loose on Washington D.C. and it's crazy how meticulous and detailed and just how you know what I'm saying, the bad guys just had everything on point. Like it was wild, and it was slightly disturbing to see for real. You know what I'm saying? I got military background, so I guess that's why it affected me like it did. Um, and just the way that the terrorists take over, you know what I'm saying? Just cops responding military, just like nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody has an answer. And while everybody is running away from the chaos, Gerard Butler is moving toward it. You feel me? And once he throws himself into the mix, it becomes, you know what I'm saying, I've heard it on other reviews, so I hate to say it, but you know what I'm saying, you can't avoid it. This movie is Die Hard in the White House. And I mean, so far in the shitty year of 2013 movies in general, this is the best action movie to date. Um, just it was violent. It was vulgar. It was low key shocking, and I mean it's everything you want in an action movie. So, I mean, studios, real talk, disrespected this movie by throwing it in March because it has the feel of 90s action, and in the 90s this would have been a June or July release, and I mean still it would have been dope. Um, I mean, really don't have much uh, any negativity. You know what I'm saying? When they tried comedy, like there's a part at the very end where I mean it's like the last part of Saving the Day, and they try to joke, and I mean if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And it didn't work, man. Like it was corny to me. It was mad corny to me. Um, but like I said, man, I recommend this movie. To me, man, Olympus Has Fallen. There you go. It's dope. Um, there's a movie coming out in June, matter of fact, called White House Down. Channing Tatum, Jamie Foxx, and I don't know who else is in it. It's low key the exact same premise, but from what I've read from it, it sounds slightly more outlandish. Um, but I mean, compared to this, it might be the deep impact of You know what I'm saying? These two White House Under Attack movies. And like the theater I was in, man, like 3 rows up, there was this family, and they brought these kids. These like 2 of these 3 little kids had some LA Gear light up shoes on, light up shoes in a dark fucking theater. Who the fuck does this shit? And like it took like halfway through the movie, but then finally like these little kids sat down. I think a usher, like the theater manager, finally come in. But man, like for the first half of this movie, I couldn't even concentrate because it was like a club, like strobe lights all up in my face. And then the row in front of me, man, people brought a blanket. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even complaining about that, man. That shit was just funny. If you've seen Olympus Has Fallen, let me know what you thought. How do you think White House Down will do in comparison? Um, and I mean, what's your favorite '90s action movie, man? Mine is a toss up between True Lies and Face Off. I'm leaning a little more towards Face Off, but you know that's me. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Check out my raps. I just posted one. Check out my review for the Crudes and whatever else I might post. And I just appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, positive, negative. Holla, 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 holla.